Namaste, Namaskar, Vanakkam and welcome. I'm absolutely happy today to present you the first video of a series about my motorbike trip to Istria in Croatia. We start off nearby Ulm in Augsburg, going towards Austria and through Slovenia close to the Italian border, and then to Rabat in Istria. Ironically, on a map Istria looks quite a bit similar to the peninsula India, just way smaller. I'm so thankful to God Indra that he almost always saves me from rain during my motorcycle trips. I really appreciate that. Since my friend who's supposed to join me on this trip became sick just before the journey, I started the drive one day belated and then decided to do the entire distance at one and the same day instead initially planned in two. What I can say is that it went smoother than I had expected. I did it all on expressways, usually not my cup of tea when there's time, except within Croatia. It took me 10 hours from my starting leg in Munich to Rabat, including several breaks for lunch, refueling and drinks. So already in Slovenia, around 7 hours drive up to now, on the height of Trieste, Italy. Now heading to Croatia, I think one more hour, a little more than 1 hour to go, and my butt really hurts, guys, you know. But at least it's really warm, very, very warm, and I almost arrived. My navigation took me off the motorway just at the border from Slovenia to Croatia, which was great in at least two ways. Firstly, for the motorways in Croatia I would have had to pay separate toll, and secondly, the landscape I saw on those roads to Istria was simply breathtaking. The roads were perfectly curvy and matched my drive. However, I was still careful and drove conservatively. Not just because of speed limits, but also because of my encounters with the Croatian paves on the island Krk about 20 years ago. But more on that on the next part of this video series. Between the Slovenian border and the route towards Rabat, lush forests alternate with hill slopes and small mountains, which descend from an elevation behind the border, slowly but surely into the lowland, which terminates at the coastline of the eastern Adriatic. When driving through the valleys near the sea, I instantly thought about the Winnetou movies from the 80s, which were in fact shot in Croatia for the most part. Who knows whether I possibly stepped or better drove above the footprints of the great Indian and his western counterpart, Old Shatterhand. After another 1.5 hours I reached Labin, the last city next to the small town where my holiday home was waiting for me. Labin has everything you need. Lots of restaurants, shops and supermarkets, several car washes and filling stations, a tourist medical center and whatnot. The old town is a must-see in Labin. I will show you around a bit in a few minutes. The last kilometers from Labin to my residence already raised my appetite for off-road riding. Yeah, let's have the other roads looking like this as well. What I didn't know during that short section was that the only car driving in front of me was the one from my host in Rabat. A funny coincidence and likely good omen for everything that was yet to come. I'm Thomas.
Wow,
Thomas from Deutschland. So my friend,
yes.
he got sick. Maybe he will come in 2 days,
Okay.
but not sure. So for now, it's just me.
Okay, okay.
The accommodation welcomed me with a view that couldn't have been better. The next morning I couldn't wait to take a swim at one of the nearby beaches of which I already read at home. So at first I drove through Labin again and then headed along the eastern coastline. I find the landscape of Istria so unique and different from any place in the world I have ever visited. And there have been quite a few, including India of course. The sea is relatively calm all around Istria, which is different from India, where the Arabian Sea is known to be rough and the Indian Ocean kind of unpredictable. There are only a very few spots on the peninsula where you can find sandy beaches. The majority has rocks, and it's always a good idea to have sandals with you when visiting the sea for a dip. And as you can see here, it can even be an adventure to find the beach. I never thought I could find such a wonderful beach in such a short period of time. Such a nice water for swimming and not too cold. Perfect weather, perfect mood. I just had a swim and now I will have a nap and then we'll see further. I can be quite persistent, especially when traveling. And so on the first day after my arrival I decided not only to go swimming in the sea, but also to take a city tour of Labin at lunchtime. Being a vegetarian or vegan person, sometimes you might find it hard to find something on the menu. Me, as a vegetarian, already got accommodated and in doubt stick to the side dish, which works pretty well for the most part. The old center of Labin offers a wealth of sights, including several palaces and churches connected by picturesque alleys. But you definitely need good sandals if you want to walk here, because the old ground stones, they are a little bit slippery already. At the last morning before the ACT off-road tour, I had an important conversation with Katie. Tomorrow it's your turn. Bring me through the off-road trail safely, because tomorrow, you and me, we will do the ACT, the southern part in Istria. By the way, one important information about the next part. That video is only watchable by you after subscribing to my channel and hitting both the like button on this video and the notification bell for further channel updates. No, just kidding. But of course, I'm happy if you do it. So thank you for watching. See you soon. Namaskar.